from the Community Devils. Bit of transfer news for you today. Lindelöf's at Carrington for his medical today, so I'm presuming that will be confirmed sometime this afternoon. We'll have an announcement on his transfer to United. Morata, still talks ongoing between Real Madrid and Manchester United regarding a fee for the player, so it'll be interesting to see whether we'll sign him in the coming days. Obviously it'll be a good transfer for us and he'll bring something new to the team, so, and he's young, so that's always good. Bit of room for development there. Perisic, still talks ongoing between the two clubs regarding a transfer fee. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that, but again, that's ongoing. Personally, I'd like us to sign James Rodriguez. I'd rather have him on the left than Perisic, if I'm honest, and I'd like him to get the number 7 shirt as well, because I think Rodriguez, you mark my words now, if we sign this guy, you watch what he does at United. He's definitely worthy of a number 7 shirt at United, and I think he'll be a great addition to the team. Very skillful, as Mark Goldbridge says, he's got a wand of the left foot, which I totally agree with. I think he's got a magic foot, and he can do a lot with it. So I'd be very interested to see what he can bring to United, because he's a great player. He's skillful, he's pretty quick, puts in a good ball, he can cut in, he can score goals, he can get a lot of assists, and I think he's quite an exciting talent. So hopefully, there's been a few rumours and reports that the interest has been renewed in him coming to United, so I hope that's true. I do hope that we sign him. Also, Fabinho, there's been a bit of cold water poured on that transfer. Apparently, according to reports, there's not even been any talks held between Monaco and Manchester United, which I think is absolute bullshit, because as we all know, Mourinho was in Monaco for the Grand Prix, which I think we all know that Mourinho's not really into Formula 1, so I think that was just a bit of bullshit, and I think that was just to cover up the fact that he was over in Monaco to do business with Monaco over the transfer of one of their players, which personally I do think is Fabinho. I don't think it'd have been. I think he would have inquired about Mbappe, but I think it was for Fabinho, in all honesty, and I hope it's for Fabinho because he's a great player, as I talked about in my previous show. He's skillful, he's strong in the tackle, he's mobile, he's quite creative, he's got a strong character, he's quite tall, he's quite young, he's got a bit of pace in him, he's Brazilian, so he's a good passer of the ball. So yeah, all round game. I think he's a bit of a destroyer in the midfield, so it'd be nice to see him come in. And obviously he's not called the Beast for no reason, so I'd like to see him transfer to United this season. Be quite excited by that. The out, I think Rooney needs to go. There was talk about him staying, seeing out his contract, but I think is he just going to be sitting on 300 grand a week? We need to free up some wages, and Rooney, to be fair, he's only going to get the odd match for United. Yeah, he's going to come on for 20 minutes at the most in the odd game, so don't see any point in having him there. I don't really think that his captaincy, never really rated him as a captain. I'd have liked to see somebody else with the captaincy at United. That's obviously another discussion. So, but I don't, trim the dead wood, get rid of Rooney, get rid of Phil Jones because he's too injury prone. As much as I like the guy, and I do think he's a good defender when he's on form and he's playing and he's fit. I think I'd rather have Chris Smalling in the squad. I think he could offer a lot more, and he'd be, half decent backup if Lindelöf North or Eric Bailly was injured. Obviously Rojo, when he's in the team, I think Rojo's a fucking brilliant player. I've always rated him. I think he's quite a passionate, skillful, likes to get forward, he's strong in tackle, he's defensively stable, his positioning and his awareness is spot on, so, and he's obviously quite young as well, so I rate Rojo very highly. And Daley Blind, obviously another great player. I've always admired that guy, you know. I think he's very versatile, he can play in a few different positions. I think if he had to, he could play in a defensive midfield role, even though he didn't do as great in that position. I think if he was played in a more regular, then I think he could play that position quite well if he was given the time. But like I said, you know, I'd rather have Fabinho in that position. But he can also play left back as well if we needed him to. I'd like to see Luke Shaw at left back this season if he can stay fit, because he's fucking brilliant. You see what he done at Southampton. He's quick, he can get forward, he's a bit of a Patrice Evra kind of guy. I think Patrice Evra was a little bit better defensively than Luke Shaw. But yeah, rate him very highly. He's still young as well, and he's got a great future ahead of him for England and for United. So as long as Mourinho, you know, as long as he stays in Mourinho's good books anyway. So right back, Tony Valencia, fucking brilliant. Darmian's another half decent player. Don't know what to make of Darmian, I'll be honest. I think he's half decent, but don't rate him as high as some, you know, right backs out there. So I'd like us to go for someone like Alaba, because, you know, he's a decent left back, and he hasn't really had as much first team football this season, but still a good player, and I think he brings something a bit more quality to our defence when called upon. So if it wasn't Shaw, I'd like Alaba there. Midfield, we've already got some great midfielders. You know, Carrick's experience in the United squad would be a valuable asset to the club, so, you know, he's going to be good for the likes of Fabinho if he does come in. You know, Herrera's still developing. Herrera's fucking brilliant. Pogba, absolutely incredible. You can't dispute his talent. He was brilliant for France last night against England. He dictated play from midfield, so he's unquestionable in our midfield there. Mkhitaryan, you know, he was fucking unreal when he was in Germany. So, you know, I think given the chance and given consistent time in the team,
take the exit.
he's going to the best of him. So I would like to see Mkhitaryan in a, you know, consistent role in the United team and in the on the wing, maybe the right wing. You know, I think that's where he's going to play best for us. He get a lot of assists and he'll pop in with the odd goal. We've seen his little flick goal that was up there last year, but outdone somewhat by Oliver Giroud. Giroud actually is a very good player. You know, he keeps banging him in for France. He's been scoring for Arsenal, and I think he's actually quite underrated. He gets a lot of stick, Giroud, but, you know, I actually rate him quite highly. I think he's a decent player, but I wouldn't have him at United. But Alexis Sanchez, apparently Bayern Munich aren't willing to meet his wage demands, so, you know, I think United could definitely take Sanchez on, you know, just pay the fee for him. I don't think Arsene Wenger would like to see him go to another English club, but, you know, without
800 yards,
Ibrahimovic,
11 B2068 towards Hive.
without the wage bill of Ibrahimovic and Wayne Rooney, I think we could afford Sanchez all day long. Fuck off. Get rid of that. Yeah, I think we could definitely afford to have Sanchez in the team if we let Wayne Rooney go, and obviously we freed up a bit of wage budget with Ibrahimovic being released. I know he's doing his rehabilitation still at Carrington and stuff, but and there's always a chance he could be offered a new contract, a 1-year rolling contract, if called upon, if anything happened to any strikers in the time with him getting fit. So what are you doing? Sorry about that, some fucking dickhead just stopping in a roundabout. Who else to go out? I think we need to get rid of Ashley Young. I think his time's up at United. Been a decent servant at times for United, but I think it's time for him to move on. I think it's time for Januzaj to go. Fellaini, I can't really see United getting rid of Fellaini because I think Mourinho quite likes having him there. I think he's a bit of as much as he's a bit of a fucking liability in my opinion, because he likes to go up for headers with his elbows, flapping like a fucking angry pigeon, and end up getting sent off and stuff like that. He is a bit of a problem player for the defenders and stuff when he's going up for set pieces. So he's always he's pretty good with his head, to be fair, and his passing accuracy last year was like 86%. So can't really knock him for that, but he's just he's a bit of a fucking donkey, isn't he? So personally, I'd get rid of him, but I think Mourinho's got a bit of a soft spot for Fellaini, so I think we can count that transfer out. Who else? Bit of dead wood in the United team. Lingard's an average player. I think he's done all right for United. He's popped up with some important goals for us, and he does pop up with a bit of magic every now and then. But isn't this what fucking Lewis Nani used to do for us? He wasn't like he'd have the odd game where he was pretty decent, and then you'd think, what, he's actually not that bad. And then you just pop up most of the time doing stupid shit and inconsistent displays. So, if he is quite young. He signed a new contract with United, so I don't think he's on his way out anytime soon. I think he is. I think we're just carrying deadwood with players like that, though. And yeah, I think that's about it really on the transfer news. There's nothing really else in the pipeline for us at the moment. So it would be interesting to see who was on Jose Mourinho's list of transfers that he gave to Woodward. I don't know how many players he had on there, but we'll have to see in the coming days. So give your ratings on anything I've said. It's good to get a bit of feedback from you guys, and this is obviously a channel made for the fans, so hopefully you guys can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Any criticism, constructive criticism is always good if it can improve my channel. Unfortunately, I'm obviously recording from my van because we've recently moved house and I haven't really got anywhere set up to do my videos as yet, so I get a lot of time. I drive a lot with my, for work, so it gives me a lot of time to do my videos in the van. I know the sound quality is probably not the best because you can hear the hum in the background of me driving, but that will change in due course, so bear with me on that. But if you could like, dislike, subscribe, any comments are welcome, any opinions, any criticism, anything that you'd like to, just a bit of feedback really. Like I said, this is a channel for the fans, so give me a bit of feedback. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time.